Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare Rama. Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So thank you for coming this evening. We're happy to see all of you. Thank you for your beautiful singing. We'll be reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. We're reading the first chapter and the first verse. Dhritarastra vacha. Dhammakshetre Kurukshetre. Samaveta-yutsava. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. Akurvata Sanjaya. Please repeat. Dhritarastra uvacha. King Dhritarastra said. Dhammakshetre. In the place of pilgrimage. Kurukshetre. In the place named Kurukshetra. Samavetaha. Assembled. Yuyutsavaha. Desiring to fight. Mamakaha. My party. My son. Pandavaha. The sons of Pandu. Cha. And Eva. Certainly. Kim. What? Akurvata. Did they do? Sanjaya. Oh Sanjaya. Translation. Good translation. Maybe we'll get into the purpose. Nice. Please repeat. Dhritarastra said. Oh Sanjaya. After my son. And the sons of Pandu. Assembled in the place of pilgrimage. At Kurukshetra. Desire to fight. What did they do? We have to read something from our founder Acharya. It's most important. Purports by Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada Ki. Bhagavad Gita is the widely read theistic science summarized in the Gita Mahatmya, glorification of the Gita. There it says that one should read Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is a devotee of Shri Krishna and try to understand it without personally motivated interpretations. The example of clear understanding is there in the Bhagavad Gita itself, in the way the teaching is understood by Arjuna, who heard the Gita directly from the Lord. If someone is fortunate enough to understand Bhagavad Gita in that line of disciplic succession, without motivated interpretation, then he surpasses all studies of Vedic wisdom and all scriptures of the world. One will find in the Bhagavad Gita all that is contained in other scriptures, but the reader will also find things which are not to be found elsewhere. That is the specific standard of the Gita. It is the perfect theistic science because it is directly spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. The topics discussed by Dhritarastra and Sanjaya as described in the Mahabharata form the basic principle for this great philosophy. It is understood that this philosophy evolved on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is a sacred place of pilgrimage from the immemorial time of the Vedic age. It was spoken by the Lord when he was present personally on this planet for the guidance of mankind. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya
Chakshurunitam Jana Tasmai Shri Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Jnana Bhutale Swayam Rupam Dhammayam Dati Savaranitam Jan Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Timekeeper. So we were thinking to speak in this first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We find 3 types of blindness. One blindness is physical. And who is blind? Dhritarastra. He is born blind. And because he cannot see, eyes don't work, he cannot be king. Because the king, he is supposed to be at the head of the army, leading everyone. Now, if king is blind, he will go over a cliff. So if one is blind, he cannot lead others. In fact, I will lead you to cross the highway to do us. We're blind. Then, boom. Cars, finished. Maybe if I am blind, then one person dead. But if I am leading and I am blind, and all of you are also blind, then all are finished.
Everybody finished. So leader must see, must have vision. And Dhritarastra, because he could not see, then he could not be king. Okay, he accepted. But in his heart, he did not accept. So all his life, he's feeling, I was supposed to be king. Actually, I am king. But then, they will not allow me. Because he has to follow Dharma. He's born in a dharmic society. So, and then he thought, anyway, if I cannot be king, my son, he must be king. Unfortunately, his younger brother, he had children before him. Yudhishthira was born first. Now the law is that the firstborn in the kingdom, he is next in line. Wife also was impatient. Gandhari, she is pregnant. Draupadi is pregnant. Some competition is there. Somehow or the other had children not coming. She is so impatient. When will I? And then she gave birth to a lamb. Yesterday, a great scientist, they put in nice ghee situation and cut into pieces 101 children. So 100 sons and 1 girl. So Dhritarastra, because he was blind, it's not only physical, he was also blind because he was attached to his son. Duryodhana was born, he wanted to be king. When he was born, then different children, they cry very nicely. I cannot do child, I cannot do child too old. But he was crying like a donkey. Can you imagine donkey? Baby. If you had a baby, most of you have children, Yes. If your baby, first thing you hear,
Very clear, this is not normal baby.
Yes.
You must be aware, watching very closely. So Vidura, because he has vision, Jnana Chakshusha, Shastra Chakshusha, Bhakti Chakshusha, he could understand this child is not good for the entire dynasty, not just this family. Number 2, blindness, is Duryodhana. Duryodhana, he can see, his eyes work, but he was blinded by his envy of his cousins, the Pandavas. Also blinded by his greed. You know, when you are greedy for something, you see the prasadam is sitting there. It's not yours. You look at it and you think, hey, this is very nice prasadam. But you think, no, man, devotee, it's not mine. You walk that way, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Can you come again? Hey.
Why not?
Still here.
Oh.
Let me just see what's there. You open, oh, pagoda. Okay, no. Let me just go, let's see. Maybe someone will come and now in your mind you are thinking about it. How it will taste. Now even chanting is not very easy. No, you're swallowing saliva. And this is greed. You want it. And now all you're thinking is about, I must take that prashad. Then you will look around.
No one.
And then you think, anyway, Shastra says, prashadam you can take.
Faster.
You find some Shastra to back your greed. First it's a thought, and then the thought grows until you are moving, taking it in a corner. Quick. So Duryodhana was greedy for this kingdom, he wanted it. And it blinded him from understanding it is not for me to have. My older cousin, he's qualified, Yudhisthira. He's the son of Dharma. He's the eldest. By law, he has to be king. No. So his whole life, he is burning with this greed. And another agni in his heart, envy. Envy is very hot fire. Envy means I see Prabhu plays very nice Midanga. I don't say, Prabhu, you're playing very nice Midanga. I think Rascal, he thinks it's good Midanga. He doesn't know, his breaks are not nice. So envy is you are recognizing something good in someone. Instead of directly glorifying, you deny it. You become blind that it's good. You think it is bad. Not only is it bad, he is bad. Envy goes further than he must not even exist. Because every time he plays good Midanga, which you can hear is good, you are suffering. So he wanted to kill off his cousins. Many plans he made. His own father, Dhritarastra, is meant to protect Pandavas. They are his own nephews. They are the children of his own brother. Can you imagine? The children of your brother, they are left to you. Your brother passes away. You are meant to protect. But you are planning with your son how to kill them, how to steal their wealth. So sometimes people, they say, oh, Krishna consciousness is not good because it is promoting detachment. In India, they say, any Vaishnava, they say, oh, he's become sannyasi. As soon as they see you chanting mala, or you wear saffron, oh, they're making young people sannyasis detached. This is bad. But we see that it is not detachment that makes the heart hard. It is attachment. Because Duryodhana is attached to the idea of the kingdom, because Dhritarastra is attached to Duryodhana, his heart has become hard. Dhritarastra, he didn't consider these are my own nephews. He allowed Duryodhana to plan. Yes, you create a whole house of yak. Invite them there. Yes, it's okay. And you burn the house and you burn them in there. Can you imagine? Can you sleep at night planning to kill 5 of your own cousins? So his attachment to the kingdom, to being king, made his heart very hard. Number 3, blind, is Arjuna. But Arjuna's blindness, he can see with the eyes, but he's blinded by the situation. Because in the first chapter, when he sees his friends, his gurus, everyone there in the battle, he's thinking, how can I kill all these people? They are my friends. There is my relative. Who there is there? He becomes blind to his duty. His champion, his dharma is to fight, to protect dharma. They are now adharmic, and Krishna is saying, uproot them, kill them. He's thinking, oh no, my cousin, no. So he becomes blind. But we see that by hearing from Krishna, then Arjuna's blindness is removed. At the end of Bhagavad Gita, he says, Nasta moha smriti labda, khalise vachanam tava. My memory is back, my illusion is gone, Krishna, now I'm ready to do what you say. So regardless what our blindness is, we may have so much attachment. We may be envious, greedy. But if we come to Krishna, like Arjuna, he was afraid to kill his friends. How will I be happy once they are gone? He was attached to them. But by hearing from Krishna, then Krishna's words, they wash away the blindness of the eyes and opens the eyes of the heart. So, Bhagavad Gita, as Prabhupada says, no scripture comes close, because it's coming directly from the lips of the Supreme Lord. One-on-one with Bhagavan. Not someone said, that one said, I had a dream, I had a vision. Here directly from Krishna. So it will remove also our blindness. And this Bhagavad Gita also comes in the form of Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
One vigraha of Krishna is Shastra, another vigraha is Nam. So we take shelter of these two, then our eyes will open. Then no more envy. Then we glorify the devotee, we serve the devotee, and we become happy. Envy makes you unhappy. It burns you alive. We see Dhritarashtra was unhappy throughout his life. Duryodhana was unhappy. Then one more, finished. Yes. Shila Prabhupada ki
Until 10.
I see you say 10 minutes. I'm running, you can see I'm running.
No, until 10.
To finish. When I finish our class, high speed. Okay. let's look at Duryodhana. because we are saying envy is not good. Paroksha says we don't say directly that you are envious, you have anger. Because intelligent, cultured people, they'll be offended. How this Swamiji is saying I'm envious and angry, he doesn't know me. I just come to temple just to be peaceful, shanti, take darshan. Now I'm being accused of envy and anger. So the scripture, to respect us, speaks of someone else. See Duryodhana, see how angry, see how envy is. So if we're intelligent, when we hear of him, we can start to think, maybe I am also. So now we try to see Duryodhana's activities. He's a big guru, Duryodhana, if you are ready to learn from him. Duryodhana, first of all, what was making him even more envious was that he can see, number one, Bhima. Now Bhima is got strength, he's very strong. And because Bhima also was not too sweet, he was a little rough guy, big guy, eats a lot, Rajasic. So sometimes he'd come and show off his wrestling, He just grabbed everyone and tackled them and throw them. And all the Kauravas, many of them, they tried to gang up on Bhima and Bhima just throw them everywhere. Now Duryodhana was just feeling this Bhima. Even if we tap him together, we cannot conquer him. Now he cannot stop Bhima getting stronger. As he's growing, he's getting more stronger. Duryodhana is getting more angry and envious. This guy. Sometimes the family, they are sitting for picnic to enjoy. There's river, everything is beautiful, and they got a friendly competition. Who can eat the most?
More.
Bhima is already laughing. I am here. You can beat me. He will eat before competition and still come competition and eat more than everyone. So Duryodhana, seeing Bhima's strength, was always threatening the envious. It made his envy grow bigger. Arjuna. Now Arjuna very focused as an archer. Arjuna is so determined, he doesn't go to sleep. He's practicing with arrows, even through the night he's practicing. Now no one can, if you want to kill them, but you are seeing these guys are too expert. How will we kill them? How will we defeat them? This Arjuna is getting better and better. Later on, he is fighting even the Devas, defeating them. They are giving their own weapons to him after defeating him. Now, you try and sit in the shoes of Duryodhana. You want these guys gone, but right before your eyes, they are getting more and more celebrated. They are getting more powerful. How are you feeling? You're frustrated. Poor guy, he could not even enjoy meals. It said sometimes even the prasadam annoyed him. Everyone's still eating, the ruler just pushed everything aside. Frustrated. Now the king to be, Yudhishthira. Everyone says how wonderful, how good qualities, truthful, very submissive to the elders, just perfect person. You are trying to convince everyone that they are bad, they should not be king. Everyone is glorified. So more and more, Duryodhana is struggling.
Now we must see in Duryodhana how we also find ourselves in this position. Sometimes there's a devotee. This devotee just, everyone thinks, oh, he's so wonderful. And maybe you know him before he was devotee. You're still holding on. No, I know this devotee. He used to like too much beef before. Oh, he liked to gamble, this one. I know him. You cannot pull him down because of his previous activity, but you are holding on this. He's not good, he's not good. Everyone is saying he's wonderful, then you are suffering inside. And this is not the life of Vaishnava. There will be no happiness when we are holding on to bad ideas about the devotees. It is said, it's the logic of, if you see someone's wife, and then you say, oh, I know her when she was still walking naked, this one. When she was a baby, she was allowed to walk around naked. But now that she's older and someone's wife, forget that nonsense that you know them when they were still walking on. Because they've made advancement. They've grown. So he was suffering in these ways. Duryodhana later on, Krishna, who he can tell this Krishna is the source of their strength. He is what makes them happy. So he had thought, I must get rid of Krishna. Now you see, first he's envying his own brothers. He's become blind to their good qualities. Now his envy is blinding him even from seeing who Krishna is. Now if you think you can kill Krishna, you are now completely mad. But Duryodhana, he thought, no, this will finish them. First, he recruited all the kings that he recruited. And then when he heard that there is an opportunity, Krishna says he will not fight, but he will give one of them, either his army or himself. Duryodhana thought, oh, this is a good opportunity. I thought this Krishna is Savagya, all-knowing, but he seems he's not a good calculator. He's willing to give his army. So him and Arjuna went to see Krishna. When they got to Krishna, Krishna's lying down. And Duryodhana immediately went to stand right there by Krishna's head. So that when Krishna wakes up, he should see him. Arjuna was by Krishna's lotus feet. Because that is the position of the servant. Krishna was lying down. When he woke up, instead of looking, he was looking there. And he saw Arjuna. Ah, Pata, you've come. Yes. I'm also here. You're also here.
Yeah, you'll never see me.
You'll never see. Our acharyas say, also the Lord, because his mood is that he sees the best in everyone. He doesn't see the bad. Even if there's so much bad, Krishna is seeing that one good thing. So naturally his vision goes to what is good. That is why he saw Arjuna. And what is bad is agitating. I'm also here. Oh, you're also here.
You're also here.
What can I do? How can I serve you? I want to take counsel from you. Tomorrow we are fighting. You will not fight, but you said you have something to give. So Krishna said, well, do your fight, because I will not be taking part. I can offer myself to one of you, or I can offer my army. So Arjuna, what do you want? Arjuna said, if I have you, I am happy. I have everything.
Duryodhana thought, what a fool, what a fool. Murka number one. One Cashapp. Anyway, I will not make him aware that he made a bad choice. He acted humble. Oh, no, for me, I'll just take your army, But inside he thought, Jai, I got the army. So we get to understand Arjuna and Duryodhana's mentality different. Arjuna is satisfied with the association of Krishna. Because the devotee understands Krishna is everything. If I have Krishna, I have everything. The materialist, we calculate material. So Duryodhana is thinking my strength lies in my arm. How many warriors do I have? So he was seeing Okshiginis, I have many powerful warriors I have. He cannot see divine strength, Daiva Shakti. He cannot understand. He can only understand Prakriti Shakti, material. So he was happy. He thought that, yes, now I'm even more stronger, now I will win. Later on, Yudhisthira Maharaj, he performed the Raja Suya Yagya. Now everyone is invited to come. Of course, Duryodhana had cheated them of the kingdom when it was supposed to be divided. He didn't want to give. Krishna came to beg. Krishna comes to beg on behalf of the Pandavas. Duryodhana, you are famous as a dharmic person. Krishna is trying to butter him up, Like when you're going to make roti, you have to really do the atta nicely. Even put some ghee, make it nice and soft, so that your roti is nice and stretchy, fluffy. So Krishna is coming to soften him up, He speak nice words to him. He come to his place. You are nice, you're good, you're coming from a great family. Recognize your cousins. They are also kshatriyas like you. They also like to rule something. Now you are occupying everything. Why don't you give them half the kingdom? Half? No. Never. Krishna says, okay, half. Maybe it's too much half. You give them one village each. They can all just rule one small village. No. Duryodhana, no, not even enough to stick a pin I will give. Nothing. He didn't want to give. Zero. Very envious person. I will not give them. So anyway, he thought more than that, this Krishna is the life of these Pandavas. When he comes here, I must make sure that I win him over. This is diplomacy. Diplomacy is that you have to find something that your enemy wants and you give them that. Yes, you want a position? We call you here. No, look, don't fight us. Join us. We give you a nice position. We make you president of one of our branches. And you think, okay, president. Forget the others. I become president, then they win me over. So he thought Krishna is from a village boy. He knows nothing about amazing food. Now I will show him how royalty eats. He told his workers, you cook the best feast that has ever been conceived. Everything in ghee. And when Krishna comes, we will offer him this feast. He will really be like blown away. And when he tastes all of this, he
He'll forget this Pandavas and he will join my side. But Krishna, he said, look, one accepts charity when he is distressed. Or he can accept a meal from someone who there is affection. So I am not distressed, neither is there affection between the two of us. So I don't need your feast. Duryodhana was, this man cannot get him. He thought, let's use violence to catch him. When he tried to arrest Krishna, Krishna showed him Vishvarupa. Duryodhana shocked. Hey, maybe this Keshav actually is Bhagavan, but he thought, still, I will go and fight them, just see how blind he is. Now he is shown, I am God, I am everywhere, I am all powerful. He still is not accepting Krishna is all powerful. Later on, when Yudhishthira was now being crowned emperor in their half of the kingdom, he was performing Raja's Suya Yagya. He invited everyone. And everyone got a service. You remember what was Duryodhana's service? Krishna's service number one was Abhishek. He was washing the feet of all the guests that come. Now Krishna, he is Swayam Bhagavan. But he wants to do the lowest service. Everyone who comes, he will be there washing their feet. So we can understand why Krishna is so wonderful. That although he is God Almighty, he doesn't wear it on his head. I am God, I am God. Move out of the way. I am God. Bhagavan coming. Move. Nonsense, no. Krishna is humble. He's sweet. Of course, when he needs to be he's also. But here he's displaying that he's taking the least service because he's not proud. So everyone took services. You know what was Bhima's service? Bhima, he wanted to be kitchen in charge. Not that he's going to cook, but he wants to supervise the movement of all the prasadam. Yes. So according to our taste, we become attracted. Each person, their particular taste. And it is said, actually, if you want to trap someone, and Maya knows this very well, Maya presents the very things that we have a taste for. She knows very well. This one, he likes, his ears are very weak, he likes to hear. So he'll give you something to hear that will take you away. So that was Bhima. That was his service. And Duryodhana, what service did he pick? Duryodhana specifically wanted the service of watching the treasury. Treasury, he wanted to be Kubera of the ceremony. He went to see where all the gold and the silver, the wealth of the Pandavas was kept in Yudhishthira. Now as he's seeing all this wealth, again, suffering. My enemy has so much wealth. All these kings, how foolish they are that they all surrendered to him and they gave him all this wealth. But Baba, if you are envious, then why are you going to see the object of your envy? You see how envy also blinds you to your own welfare. He should have avoided the treasury. You hate this man. Why must you see what he has? And Yudhishthira Maharaj now, he has the Mahasabha, amazing house that Maya Danava, the celestial, built for him. He went there, and this palace is the palace of all palaces
all mystical, wonderful things are going there. He dragged himself there. He's wearing very nice, everything, armor. They welcome him. He's coming in, but inside he's suffering. When he went there, he couldn't believe his eyes. Wow, what opulence. He's never seen this anywhere. It is said that the floors were bedecked with jewels, the walls with mirrors, and there were waterfall features. Sometimes when you walked, the ground looked like it was a nice water, and sometimes the water looked like it was ground. As he's walking, he's trying to keep his composure. He saw the ground, he thought, oh, this was like just a decoration, but it was actually water, and he fell in. Now, when he fell in, Krishna and everyone else, they were laughing. Especially the ladies also laughed. And when he looked, Draupadi laughed. Too much pain. See, Duryodhana, he also wanted to marry Draupadi. So if you want to marry a lady, you have seen her, you can see, oh, she's beautiful. You know that she has good qualities. Therefore, you went to the Swayamvar. When you got to that Swayamvar of Draupadi, the challenge was that they must string this bow. And they had to shoot, obviously, a target. Duryodhana, he could not even string the bow. He was defeated right from this onset. Then he was thinking, okay, my friend Karna, maybe he can win Draupadi, and because he's my friend, we can make some arrangements. Maybe you give her to me. Just see his ideas. He's now a really crazy guy. But this is greed and lust and envy. They make fools out of us. And we serve them thinking they will give something back, but they're just embarrassing us. Karna, when Draupadi found out he was also there trying to win a hand, she immediately said, no, only Kshatriyas here, people who are clearly coming from a line of kings. He is son of a maidservant. So he's Sutta, no, cannot. Can you imagine, he was also rejected from, cannot even look at you, low class, not qualified, out. Duryodhana, I couldn't do the challenge. My friend was rejected. He is now trying to hate her. Now, Krishna says attachment is the other side of the coin. You love something and you're trying to be detached from it, but you are attached. You know, it's the other side. He's trying to be detached, but he's actually attached. Now he has come to this powerful palace, mystical place. He knows it's amazing. Now he's embarrassed, he falls in the water. We'll give one more thing that frustrated him. After he failed, after Karna failed, then this Brahmana-looking person comes, he strings the bow, looking in the water, he shoots the arrow, hits the fish. He wins the girl. And who is this person? Everyone's shocked. How can a Brahmana do this? When they unveil, they find it is Arjuna. You think now. This is the girl of your dreams. You love her, you are touched. She is beautiful. It said when Draupadi was coming out of the temple of Katyayani, fruit mean? It's of the same quality. Her beauty, people used to faint just seeing her. Very beautiful. Now, she has rejected you. You tried to win her somehow or the other, you couldn't. Your friend couldn't. Now your enemy, since childhood, he has won her. Painful, Baba, painful, like, hey. Now he is there at the hall, and in this hall, it belongs to one of her husbands. Who are her husbands? 5. 5 of your worst enemies. You made them your enemies. They are not your enemy. And this Yudhishthira has the most fantastic wealth. And all that wealth belongs to her. She's the queen of that place. Now you are embarrassed. And she's there laughing at you. In the palace of your enemy. Where she has all the opulence for her pleasure to serve your enemies.
So much pain.
Suffering. It's material life. She will make sure that if you are not ready to serve Krishna, you will stay here. If you are envious of Krishna, if you are envious of Krishna's devotees, you cannot be freed from this place of suffering. You burn. And this is our life. We burn from our envy. We burn and suffer when we don't want to serve Vaishnavas. We suffer when we rebel from Krishna. No, I will not become a Bhakta. I will be my own hero, my own man. I will make my own way. And that's what happens. Sometimes if your karma is right, you make some money, you get some resources, you think, where was God when I was working hard? I worked hard. I went to school. I have my degree. I'm good in business. That's why my business is successful. I don't see any God. It's a good argument material. China says this. Or people, they want to blame us that we are communists, we are atheistic. But look at our opulence. We are big technology, we don't follow God. You are telling us because we don't follow God, we will suffer. No, we are not suffering, we are materially advancing. Become blind. Bhagavatam says, Dehapatra kalatra desu atma sanyeso. Pashana bina pashati is the last line. That there one is blind, becomes attached, deha, to this body. Kala is white. And what comes from wife, children. And from there, all other attachments are coming. One thinks that I have my body, it is young, it is strong. I have my wife, I have my kids, I have my society, I am safe. They will protect me. Why so much Krishna? I can create my own safety. Therefore, although one has experienced that nobody has escaped Krishna in the form of time, Kalasapa, it's coming for all of us. While you think you're enjoying, finish. We have seen grandfather passed away, some uncle passed away, and we still think, no, I will not die. Because I have my army, wife, kids, bank balance. They will protect me. Good country, Singapore will protect me. Bangladesh will protect me.
Finish.
Bangladesh will not protect you, Baba. Bangladesh will try to finish you. This is our blindness. Comes because we are associating with the mind. Ultimately, we all become embarrassed by old age or disease or death. When you are sick, What will your money do for you? What will your children really do for you? What will your country do for you? There we are under the grip of time. Therefore, Prabhupada says, those who don't recognize Krishna in life, they will meet him at the time of death. Then they understand, oh, somebody was always in charge. Now they've come to finish. So we are seeing Duryodhana, and we're seeing the pain he's going through. Let us look at our own embarrassment that comes from being attached, from being envious, from not wanting to serve, from not honoring Krishna. And let us not ignore it. Let it inspire us. I am tired of being embarrassed by material nature. I want to end this stay in this prison of Durga. I want to be free. I want to be happy. I want to love fully. See, beloved, everyone loves Krishna. Even they are crying. Bhagavad Gita, super special, because it is coming from Krishna, our supreme well-wisher. And it is full of the lessons. When we study the persons who are taking part here, we get some inspiration, some clarity. So we are always offering our Dandavat Pranam to His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Chararavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Gaura Premanande, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shriman Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai.
भक्ति सर्वज्ञ गौरांग स्वामी महाराज की जय।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.